Hello, everybody, and welcome to day one of the Aetherdrift Arena Open. Today we're battling in best of 3 sealed, trying to get 4 match wins before any match losses to make it to day 2, where we'll be drafting for cash. If you enjoy these high-stakes Magic the Gathering videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback, and hit the thumbs up button. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so first things first, Howl Squad Heavy, very strong rare. The Glide car is pretty reasonable. Imperiosaur is just a big guy. Speed Demon's pretty reasonable. Monument can be a good sideboard option. Overall, some stuff. Nothing crazy. Let's see what we're working with at common and uncommon. See if we've got a nice deep pool. So white tends to be a little bit weaker in sealed and also just in this set in general. So we might not be playing white. We have the Glide car. And other than that, there's not any crazy good white cards. I mean, this Chariot's okay because it's not that hard to crew, I guess. But overall, not too excited to play white. Looking at blue, we have this Monument. Definitely not a card you'd splash because double blue on the activation's a bit tricky. There's Transit Mage, sorry about that. Got his little electric guitar there, looks like. And then nothing really to go get with it, at least in blue. And then the Flood the Engine is okay. So I'm just kind of going through this very macro level. The set's been out for a while, so hopefully folks understand the kind of cards, the dynamic of the set. But basically, if you don't, green tends to be like where a lot of the best commons and uncommons are. So it's pretty often that you'll play green and sealed. White tends to be a little bit weaker, though in draft, it's underdrafted, so you can get some good decks. And then the other colors kind of fall in the middle. Okay, black, we've got Necro Regent. Speed Demon gets you some cards. Speed Demon plays well with Oil Gorger because you really want to get to game life when you have Speed Demon. But overall, there's not a lot of like removal spells here. And then red has Road Rage, Lightning Strike, Crash and Burn. So immediately 3 removal spells and a Howl Squad Heavy. Looking like red might be an option. And then in green, we've got a couple Scurryfoots, which are really good. Like, don't sleep on this card. Greenbelt Guardian's great. Runover's great. Imperiosaur's good. Fang Guardian. Hazard, Ketrodon. So we got some good green. And then we've got a Rocket Tier Boost Buggy if we want to play red-green. And, ooh, I really like seeing a Scrap Compactor. We've got a starting column if we want to splash. So we could play red-green, splash a color. Maybe splash blue for Flood the Engine. And the Sky Seekers, because we have 2 of those. I actually really like that plan. Let's do it. That's just kind of the way I like to build these things. Just kind of get a sense for what I've got, where I might end up going, and then see if I like build it and find out. If I did blue, green, splash red, would that be better? No, I think red needs to be a base color. So let's just get our red cards in here. I don't love Gilded Goda. One of the things about 2-drops in sealed is you want them to be scaling into the late game. So Tyrock is a fine 2-drop because it trades with like 5-drops and stuff sometimes. Okay. I don't really like the Surveyor. We'll have to see if we'll be a Rise from the Wreck type deck. Okay, and then we get our Boost Buggy, and then we're splashing blue, so we'll put in that guy. Our 2 Sky Serpents. Scrap Compactor's definitely making the cut. Starting column, Path Cruiser is just a good card, I think. And so now is when we fill in our curve a little bit. So we have tons of 2-drops, but these guys are really more of late game cards. We'll splash the Flood the Engine as well. What else do we want to splash? I think we can get away with a pretty gentle splash here. We don't really want to splash too much. We could always play the Ironclad. That card's pretty okay. A little hard for me to crew. Rise is just a nice value card. We don't have any vanilla creatures, but we have all of the other ones, right? We have vehicles. Do we have any mounts? No, we do not. So this card can only get back a creature and a vehicle. Not really great. I guess I could play Surveyor, or I could just play like a Gilded Goda. This is a little bit tricky. We're running out of cards that I'm like actively okay playing. Could also just play Trip Up for some interaction. If I wanted to splash, I'm not going to splash black. I don't really have the lands to do it. Don't really want to splash white. Creature count is at 11, so I could just add a creature or two. Don't really like the Gilded Goda. Just think it's bad. If I wanted to splash white, would I get access to anything? Nothing that's to write home about. Already splashing blue, but I don't really have anything to go get with the Transit Mage. It's a tricky build for sure. I think I'll just put in the Clamorous Ironclad as a card that I'll be cycling most of the time. And then put in one weird combat trick or something. Or a Lox. I'll just put in the Loxodon. It's not my favorite card, but it'll get the job done, I think. Better than splashing something else, I think, as well. Okay. So let's just go down to one of those. That gives me 8 red, 8 green, 2 blue, 3 blue, 4 blue. That should be enough. Yeah, definitely a little bit more in green, but want to be able to cast my red cards still. And yeah, we're going to build it like this. Nothing crazy, but could definitely get the wins, I think. We'll have to see. And I will... Ooh, actually, we could play Pedal to the Metal with our 2 Sky Serpents. That's interesting, but I want to get my creature count up. Yeah, we'll try it like this, and I'll see you folks in the games.
Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who support my channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon support allows me to make high quality content on a consistent basis, and patrons gain access to cool bonus resources like my card by card tier list for each set, including Aetherdrift, and my format thoughts document where I go more in depth on some cards and strategies that I like. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It really does make a big difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games.
Welcome to round 1. My opponent has mulliganed, and we will keep. We can't cast the Sky Serpent Seeker yet, but that's okay. Opponent's on a mull to 6, and they're playing a blue deck. Okay. We will lead with the Scurryfoot. Put as much pressure on as possible. Why not? Two islands. Opponent is playing on full control mode, I think. Sometimes it's going to be worth doing that if you're in a really high stakes match. Ooh, Monument to Endurance. Well, that was the perfect draw. We're going to kill this opponent very quickly. They do not have a creature in play, and we just got our Howl Squad Heavy deployed with 2 removal spells in hand. So, going to be pretty good. And they played a tap land. They are going to take an absolute pummeling here. Okay. Sure. They might create a treasure. I think I'm going to play the Clamorous Ironclad here instead of using the Scurryfoot. I feel like it's going to do more damage. It just hits like a truck, and it makes my Road Rage better. This could be... Yeah, this was a massacre. Okay. It's best of 3, though, so they have Monument to Endurance. Do I have any Artifact Destruction I can play? Splash. Utilize. No, I do not. Okay. That out of the way. They're a blue deck. They've got Howl Squad Heavy. I don't really have any answers to the monument, is the problem, other than being a little aggressive. But I don't think I want to make any changes here. I guess I could have splashed the flyer or something, but they've got the monument and they have Howl Squad. Those are the only cards I know about. Not Howl Squad. Gale, what's it called? I played the Howl Squad, I think. Okay. This is an easy mulligan. They're also mulliganing. Perfect. Easy keep. Get rid of a mountain. So this can get blue if I have a mountain. So I can't actually play the Sky Serpent on turn 2, but that's fine. I'll play the Greenbelt Guardian on turn 2. More pressure anyway. Are they on a mold of 5? Wow. They are on a mold of 5. It's nice to get a free win every once in a while. I mean, mold of 5s, I mean, I mold to 6, so it's almost like they only mold one time. So we have to play this one, and then we play this. They aren't playing blue, it looks like. And they swapped that. Oh, no, they are. They're playing 3 colors. So I have to play mountain next turn so I can play this. So next turn this thing can activate, or this thing can activate. I'm going to cycle this because I want to draw like a good spell, and that's kind of like a not a great spell a lot of the time. Okay. So this can become a 5/5. I'm going to activate the Sky Serpent Seeker. Because that way I can then deploy all my cards. Okay, so Ketradon's on the bottom, Crash and Burn's on the bottom. So I have enough to activate this and play Burner Rocket. I kind of hope they activate this and double block this guy. Because it'll be a 8 total. Okay, so I'm just killing this one. Maybe it was a bad attack. Flyer. Play land, play Path Cruiser. Go get the island. Next turn I can send in the Path Cruiser. Ooh, that's a nice little discard payoff for them. They only have 1 card left though, so I think we're going to be in good shape. Okay, we got this thing out. Remember, they can crew this up, but we can kill it. Or they can block with it. Do they have a cycling card? No, they do not. I'm not going to make a 2/2. This card's really hard to enable. Surprisingly hard to enable, you'd think. You'd think it would have more support. Okay, that card is completely useless for them. Does not stop any of my stuff. Sure. Okay, we'll do this. I like Marshall's Path Cruiser. Even if I'm not doing any crazy splashing, I think I play it in 2-color decks usually. They crew, I kill it with my run over. If they give it -3/-0, I buff it with Burner Rocket. GG. I think sometimes you just got to be willing to make the plays like that. Like, I'm going to win the game that turn. I don't want to give them options to top deck something. Nice win. Welcome to round 2. We have an excellent opening hand. Boost Buggy's going to do some serious work. I sometimes forget this is an instant. It's kind of funny. Okay. We also have a Scrap Compactor. Might as well play it out. Road Rage is going to be able to kill something a little bit bigger, which is nice. Nice. Oh, it's going to go so well for us. Play Tyrox. Crew. Kill. Attack. So if they kill Tyrox, we'll make this a creature. I think we'll make it a creature anyway, probably. Wow, they just killed Tyrox. Not gonna lie, a bit surprised by that. This card would have been a better target. They have 4 cards in hand, and I have 2 lands here, so we're gonna have to really make sure we get some value out of our cards. They probably have a kill spell for this one now, yeah. I swear it'd be great to draw like another threat. That counts. Just a nice little value card. Gets me lands out of my deck. That's going to have to die instantly. Wow, are they not discarding? Wow, I got rid of a lot of action there. Okay, let's start our engine. Our opponent likes all the cards in their hand. Thunderhead Gunner's gotta die. I'm trying to keep this Burner Rocket so Lockstone Surveyor can keep attacking and stuff. So they have some stuff. I almost attacked with this guy. They'd probably just block with their 3/3 though, and then they can attack me with their 2/2. As it stands, it's kind of holding back both at once, because... Okay. Sure. That's a bit surprising. Okay. Very surprising, in fact. Would love to draw a spell. Nicely done, deck. That's what I'm talking about. Huge. Well done. Good job, deck. You gave me just what I needed at the last possible moment. I'm starting to think Pedal to the Metal might be good with all the lands I'm able to make. Thunderhead Gunner. Perfect. That's a great draw, too. This is 8, so I can actually make a great double trade here. Burner Rocket coming in hot. Wow, if they just block my flyer, we trample over for the win. Death Touch and Trample. I guess we could have also put it on the Ketradon. Got him. Let's go. Okay, we did not see a lot of removal spells. We saw Crash and Burn, Scrap Compactor. We know they have Rise from the Wreck. Interesting. Don't think we want our little dude killer, our little sweeper. Bring in Pedal to the Metal. And cut. Don't even really want to bring in Pedal to the Metal. I just want to keep my creature count high. I've only got 12, and then this vehicle's kind of a creature. Yeah. Let's just roll. We rolling. Getting to max speed was no joke that game. That was a critical aspect. And just having a 2/2 Death Touch flyer is no joke as well. Okay, this is a keeper. Turn 3 Regal, maybe. This is where the Cycler comes in handy. Almost. We're getting there. Don't love this card. We're boost buggying, though. This is where we hope we draw a land. Fairyfoot, sure. Ooh, they might also miss lands. Kill the Fairyfoot so we don't fall too far behind on board. Beautiful. We'll let them use their kill spell on the boost buggy, and if they don't have one, we get a treasure, which is absolutely massive. We don't really care about running over. Ooh, they're playing white mana. Boost buggy's no joke. Oh, boost buggy down. I think we'll deploy the starting column this turn. That way we can hold up run over. We can get our engines going. Beautiful. I'm happy trading 5 damage for 2 damage here. Sure. They can't really do a good double block here against my combat trick. Just kill that guy now. Let's do 7 to them. That way either creature is lethal with Burner Rocket help. And it's not going to be used as a combat trick right now. I feel like these games have been pretty straightforward. So we can just go to damage and wait to see what they do, because they're facing lethal here. Okay, now we burn a rocket. Buff up our dude. Trample over for the win. Nice! Whoa! We're halfway there. Whoa! Drifting on a prayer. See you next round. Welcome to the third round. We'll keep this hand very easily. Definitely cycling this turn 1 to try and guarantee our third land. We hit the third land, but we want to still hit our fourth land, so we'll still cycle this, because we want to be able to play Fang Guardian to get our attacking on. Cycle that. Perfect. Boost Buggy. They might want to trade, but we're just going to play Howl Squad. Then we can use it to crew up the Boost Buggy with the token. Really start building up an army there. Oh, they attacked. Perfect. So instead, we can go Howl Squad. Crew 1 with this guy. And then attack with the Goblin anyway. And then we will save our treasure. We don't need to deploy the Scurryfoot just yet. Now if they kill Howl Squad, we are in good shape. Elvish Refueler, sure. Okay, so play land. Full control. Go to combat. Make a 1/1. Use 1/1 to crew Boost Buggy. Go to attacks. Attack with just Boost Buggy. Make treasure. Perfect. That was a bit technical, but I think that's correct for sure. Fang Guardian. In an attempt to keep our Boost Buggy alive. Success. And then if they try to activate this Elvish Refueler, we'll kill it in response. This is why you save your treasures and don't just play out Scurryfoots because you can. Now if they go for a combat trick, we can kill this in response. Perfect. They're going to try to activate the Elvish Refueler, and we will kill it in response. Basically, 2 mana kill a 3/4, which is huge. Okay, that was pretty effective. They still have a good amount of life total, but we have a lot of stuff. And we don't even have to keep attacking this. Oh my gosh. Really? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a bummer. Gosh. If only I had my lightning strike now. Loot is so messed up. Okay. No attacks. Play the Scurryfoot. End the turn. They're going to draw 3 cards, and then we're just going to have to hope we can beat the 3 cards they draw. So messed up. Okay, their deck is just better than mine. That's totally great. Okay. How are we going to beat them for games 2 and 3? I can't actually block it. Because if I block with this, this, and this, they'll shoot this, kill this. I could block with Howl Squad. It's just so risky. I'm a bit surprised they didn't make a dragon give it haste. Gosh, I needed to have a kill spell for loot way earlier. Might as well try. And then they activate loot to kill it. Yeah. Yeah, this is a bummer. It's just tough when they're playing cards that are better than every card in my deck. Played 2 of them. Yep. I guess Howl Squad Heavy is comparable, but not in this situation. Okay. Does this block no longer work? Howler's Heavy, not Howl Squad Heavy. That's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely never winning this. They just kill everything. Sometimes it happens. Oh my gosh, what kind of game are we playing here? Hitting me. They have 3 of the best rares in the set. All at once. I think I might just be dead here. 8 trample damage. Yeah, they just kill all my guys. Oh my gosh. I can just never beat this card. Pretty much. It's time to see if our Pithing Needle thing actually shuts things down or if it just makes them pay more mana. Our white card. Oh my gosh. Bum 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 bum. Good to know. That's why you don't concede. Now we know about the Rex. Not that we can ever play around it, but we can, I don't know about it. Sometimes this happens in sealed. It's also a bummer that our opponent's playing super slow. Just keeps things a little dull. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're cycling. I was like, what do they have mana for? Okay, their deck is officially quite good. Sure. Come on, opponent. Crew up your vehicle, give everything haste. Once they attack, I'm dead, so. Okay. Cost. Block there. Jump. Trade. Dead on board. Okay, okay. I see you, opponent. I see you. Time for us to show that we're gamers. We've got game. We got strategy. I wonder if we could actually mill them out. So this thing doesn't actually shut it down, just makes them cost 2 more. They got a good number of cards in their graveyard. I don't think the Gilded Go to aggro plan is going to get us there. Maybe on the play it will. So we're going to bring in Pedal to the Metal. And we're going to cut the Path Cruiser. No, just cut the Ironclad. Okay. We're going to try the mill plan on the draw, maybe. After we try to get them on the play. Because their deck is way better than mine, so I've got to try something. I think cheesing them out on the play with a quick draw could get them, though. Okay. Can't mulligan this, but we still need some help from our draw steps. And they're mulliganing, so that's good. They seem like a resource-intensive deck. It was funny because that game was going perfectly until they dropped the loot to draw 3. We had kind of got them. Ooh, they're mulliganing. That's another way we can steal a win. We didn't see a ton of kill spells. We saw Lightning Strike. They might just struggle to kill a Hazard of the Dunes. That's the thing about Magic. You can always win. So you just have to think about, okay, how am I going to win? Beautiful. We're off to the races. Chipping in with our 1/1s. Nice little serpent. Okay, this is the way you can steal wins. Just draw perfectly. Don't say I didn't give you the recipe. Just drop your 5/4 on turn 3. Oh, do they have a counterspell? No! Oh, man. This is just literally the perfect draw. Literally 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Even though we're on the, on the play. And our 3 drop is a 5/4, so. Doing some work. Okay, Veloheart Bike doesn't even block. Just gonna deploy this guy. I was tempted to make a 3/3. I mean, I'm tempted to do this so I can use this and kill loot if they play it. But my guys can already attack into loot. Okay, sure. So we're playing this so that they can't just crew up the Veloheart Bike. They crew Veloheart Bike, we kill it. Gosh. It's not good for us. It's not what we like to see. Sure. They're missing lands. They have 2 spells in hand. So the reason we did it that way is because then we can activate this, crew this up, and attack with a couple lethal threats at once. Okay, we'll crew this up right now, I guess. Okay. So they have to double block here. So then we kill their reach guy. Put the pressure on him. 2-turn clock from our Sky Serpent. No, this doesn't even thin our deck because they're just going to the bottom, I think. Okay. Now that's a draw. Oh, we revealed a good number of cards there. Okay. You have to have a flyer. That mulliganing really helped me here. Boom, gotta win. We stole one against him. Oak doke. Add 2 of those, cut 1 of those, and 1 of those. Bring in our River Churn Monument. Our... trade the helm is tempting. But anything we give them is pretty reasonable. Still, I think we'll bring it in. And... Got the burner rocket. And the locks it on. And run it like that. We could try to get lucky again and have them stumble, but I think the River Churn could actually just win us the game on its own. Like, we mill over their good cards. Okay, this is an easy mulligan. We'll keep this. Ditch the tie rocks. Actually, no, we'll ditch... Yeah, we'll ditch the tie rocks. Because he's only good if we draw exactly mountain on turn 2. Definitely winnable. It's going to rely on me drawing this 3rd land on turn 3 to play this Imperiosaur, though. Because if I draw that, then I can go Imperiosaur, then the next turn I can go Path Cruiser into Mountain. Okay. Yes! Viva la vida loca. And then this thing can be a 5/5 next turn if I draw another land. These are tough matchups. Good players, high level. If I draw a land and they just like tap out for nothingness, I can really get them. Oh no. If I had an extra mana, I could give this thing trample and deal some damage to him, but they have the counter spell. Wow, they're lightning striking the Scurryfoot? What is happening? That's actually crazy to me. So they've dealt with all my threats. A little bit of a disadvantage. They 2-for-1 themselves there, but they got the 2-for-1 back with the whole Drifter. Sure. Play land. It's a little bit weird because I could have played Fang Guardian instead and then crewed up this and hit them for like 8. It's just a challenging moment in the game. That's actually really okay for me. They're not even jumping on me. That is a great draw. Oh my gosh. Because let me keep my crash and burn. And I'm just going to do this. Because now Lightning Strike makes any of my creatures lethal. This is why you always fight to the end. The River Turn Monument would be a terrible draw. Let's just be in accordance. That card would suck right now. Though it honestly might still win me the game if I drew it here. Because I could just use it a few turns. Howler's Heavy getting played? Sure, of course. Okay. Definitely attacking with both. Okay, so that guy's tapped. So if I use Crash and Burn on Hole Drifter now, I think they're dead, right? Because then they'll only at most have one blocker. Gosh, their deck was so much better than mine. Maybe not. Maybe my deck just has good pressure and they just kind of got all their good cards game 1. Yeah, you kill this thing now because then they only have at most one blocker. They'll block my Fang Guardian. And even if they do that, I can just give it trample and win. Because 4, 2, 6, yeah. I don't even need to lightning strike them. Boom! Got the win. Huge. I even had this lightning strike. Let's go. 3-0. We're headed to the final round. See you folks there. Welcome to the final round. We are playing against Echo. We have a reasonable hand on the play. And just going to play my best and hope for the best, as they say. A 2-drop would be a great draw. My Howl Squad Heavy would be a great draw. Opponent mulliganing would be a great draw. I could have played this pre-combat to build up my speed, but I kind of thought they might kill my Stampeding Scurryfoot. Yeah, they had the lightning strike. It felt like they almost used it on the Scurryfoot too. I'm gonna play the Ironclad next turn. Wow, camera launcher, really? That feels like a crazy block. But I guess that's how it goes. I'm actually really okay with that trade. I'm glad I attacked first. They don't get their 1/1. I get my 3/3. It's like a 3/3 that then I got to sack a 1/1 to kill a 2/2. And I've got a great hand here. Sure. Maybe I should have predicted that they had something like that. Five, sure. Three-turn clock. They're holding up double red. Okay, they're cycling Fuel the Flames. Wow, interesting. I can play the Serpent Seeker because it can either block this guy or threaten lethal. Boom, got the win. Run over ×2. Fuel the Flames. We got Lightning Strike. Prow. Yeah, they got a pretty reasonable deck. Probably don't want my own Fuel the Flames against them. I'm going to bring in 1 Silken Strength. Actually, yeah, over Burner Rocket. Okay, let's see how this does. Great little draw there. They're going to kill this, I think. No, they do not. So they do not have Lightning Strike, or they would have killed that. I could have played the Howl Squad Heavy, but I'm not going to. Because instead I'm going to play the Path Cruiser and get a Forest. And then I can go Regal Imperiosaur next turn, crew it up, and smack him for 1,000,000. Hitting with a 6/5 on turn 4 is no joke. Especially when you've already hit him for 4. It looks like he maybe was trying to get his little Fuel the Flames to get some extra value. Yeah. I raid you like an open book, Ekil. Oh, man. Market back, sure. They can draw 2 cards if they want. Sure. Yeah, sure. So they basically played a 4-mana draw 2, gain 6. Pretty good, honestly. Not a terrible card. Okay, Jabiric. Play Howl Squad Heavy. He probably sees what I'm about to do. You can overcrew things, so. Resolve, crew. Combat. Charge. Sure. So they're gonna use ram through now. Sure. But now they can't use ram through to kill my Howl Squad Heavy. Yep. Yep, well played on both sides, I think. I traded my Silken Strength in that for the Jabiric and the run over. Ooze Patrol, sure. I will kill the Ooze Patrol.
I think I'm in really good shape here. We might just qualify for day 2 on our first try. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I already used Fuel the Flames. I can't imagine they're playing multiples. Let's get this extra power down. Sure. Boom! Got the win. Let's go. Sweet. Another. I love best of 3 sealed so much more than best of 1. Another first bullet qualification for day 2. Let's go. Exciting stuff. We beat that one deck that was way better than ours. No joke. I think I've played Echo in a final round of this before and beaten him before. I just recognized the username. That's funny. Anyway. Pretty sweet deck, honestly. We got there. I mean, we had our 3-mana 5/4, so clutch. 3-mana 2/3 that just kind of goes up wild. The Path Cruiser was great. Tyrox hit like a truck. I mean, this deck didn't always... I mean, it felt really good to play, don't get me wrong. But it felt like we were outmatched in round 3 and got there anyway. And then round 4, every other round went pretty smoothly. Overall, really exciting stuff. Excited to draft in day 2. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Dino to let me know you made it to the end, because having a 3-mana 5/4 really helped me win those games against some really good, relatively late game decks, I think. So hashtag Dino to let me know you made it to the end of the video. I'm really excited to be drafting tomorrow for high stakes, trying to get that $2,000 for all of the value. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a blast making it. If you did enjoy, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback, and I'll talk to you next time.